So as I've said, we are very happy today to be here. I'm also a volunteer as a new teacher, and I have already started a unit in my school. My school is a regular school, but I started a special unit, and I've brought my parents. My parents are here. Some of my parents are here. So let me just request them to stand and wave so that you see them. Wale watu wenye tumekuja pamoja, you just wave. So these are some of the parents, and I teach their children in my school. So I also welcome anybody who is ready to bring the child to my school. I'll be willing, I'll be volunteering to teach. The only problem is the distance now. I know you people come from very far, so that the distance will affect you. Otherwise, I would have taken all your children and helped them there. Otherwise, God bless you so much. Continue taking care of those kids. Asanteni sana.
Good. Thank you. So maybe I think there were no issues coming out from the past session. So we're now going to just go straight to the sensitization zone. And this is okay. No problem.
Those people who can understand, they will understand where they come. Okay, you know the problem with that. So I think if we look at a little bit, just kind of this is some 10 to 20 minutes. First of all, what we want, if somebody can volunteer. Okay, me, I'm covered, but I'm concerned about those people who cannot understand.
That is why I posed the question, kuna anybody mwenye anataka tu kimbie kidogo pitie yale ngao. Najua mtu tunadili na yeye ni mtu wa time kwake, lakini tunataka maagizo iende na sisi. So I think from what you have said, then we can see what to do. Kuna mtu mwenye anataka turudie because Cosmas amewahurumia wale wenye labda walipitwa, lakini wenyewe hajasema. Tumite ngamati chewaze taki kidogo tucho duguni. Mata wengi. Iden. Atati agas kila kitu tukute agamu. Anacha magasi na gumni. Very good. Okay. Sawa. So nage consultant kidogo while Elona is on now, Keate, Mamune Gora, Jonathan Sige, he was told them Sige, maybe 10 minutes. Keranen to so what I'm saying, Elona, and they've suggested, some of them have suggested that we rush through what you say very quickly, main points. So what I would like to do is as we speak with, as we consult with maybe Eric and Cynthia, we can open up, we can go to the second session, and then we, towards the end, we brush through. Because some of those issues might come up again. Now the question and answers, so that we avoid repeating these question and answers, you explain and then about the Woody. Oh no, so much of the Taiwan is Woody, the Taiwan is or English. And then as she responds to them, we clarify again. And then now we can visit the first session towards the end. So I want to say let's now open up. There was the first question, so maybe you can raise 3-4 questions, and then Elona can stand up and respond to them, as we also respond and giving experiences with our kids. Thank you. So questions? Yes.
Thank you. I could prefer because our children have different challenges to face with our children. Let us bring them so that they will help us. With my baby, my daughter, she's 6 years old. She has speech delays. Although she loves music, she can really sing. She loves music, she can sing all the songs when she listens. But now the speech to talk with me, to coordinate, to communicate with me is a problem. She can count 1 to 100. She can read the alphabet, A to Z. She can say ears, eyes, mouth, and nose. But now communication is a problem. She has really weak communications. And then also she's going to school. She's in an academy. But writing is a problem. To hold the pen is a problem. And besides, she cannot hold the pen. And then that she doesn't want to see even what you're writing, and then you force her to see. You force her to see the book, you force her to write something. She doesn't want. So those are my challenges with my kid. Also, she's still having difficulties in going for long calls. She still suits herself, even at night. She doesn't know in the year, she's like, doesn't know how to go for long calls. So that is my challenge with my kid. That's why I really need her. You can help me what I can do with my kid. Yes. Thank you.
Let me respond to her, because otherwise it's going to be difficult to remember all the information I'm getting from everybody. So
this one is staying outside.
yeah. So as I mentioned, it's a very good science that she likes music. She knows the alphabet. She's going to school. It's a very good science. It's a very good science. It's okay. Sorry. As I said, we have to start very small learning with these kids. So you start at home, like learning with her. You know, like the issue is going to the toilet. You learn with her to go to the toilet. As I said, she will not be able to do it herself. And like even speaking or new words, you have to learn that with her. Like the word mama, mom, dad, you know, everything. You learn with her. Like you start small, like learning these words, and then she can, like, with time build sentences, because she is not going to be able to, like, speak, like, you know, build a sentence right away. You know, it's a process, and it takes time. Some things she's going to learn from you, and other things maybe she's going to learn from the teacher, if the teacher has the understanding for autism and how they learn. Now, going to the toilet, you have to notice the moment she's going, like, and I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it otherwise, going to pee herself, you take her to the bathroom every time, and you learn with her, sit down, you know, going with her to the toilet if she needs or has this need to go to the toilet. So you have to learn with her every little step till she's going to do that alone and, like, go straight to the toilet and do that. As I said, she will not do it herself. She doesn't understand, she doesn't know, you know. So yes, and to motivate her to learn, you can use music. When like she likes music, you can, or use a toy or something, you know. You go to the toilet with her, and after she, you know, went to the toilet, and then after some months or days, she's going, like, to sit down and do it. Every time you give a reinforcement, you know, like, hey, good job, and or you give something to her, like, or you sing a song, or you just, you know. So she understands, okay, I'm doing something, and it's fun to do it as well. Otherwise, you know, why should I do it? Why should I speak? You know, why should I go to the toilet? Why should I eat? They don't understand that, you know. You have to learn that with them. I don't know if that's helpful. I don't know, but you know, this is like the thing that we do with our kids as well back home. We train them as well to go to the toilet. You know, some of them are also scared to go to the toilet, and they are not willing to go. But we know you find a way so they can go. You know, but you have to do it yourself with her together. And I don't know. Do you have any other question or other situation like toilet? What else? Yes, they can do it. Like the occupational therapist, they have to learn with her. Or you can do it as well at home. You know, just with her, 5 minutes. Please don't take more time as 5 minutes or 10. Otherwise, it's going to be frustrated for them. You know, it is something they don't want to do it. You know, so you are forcing them to learn. So just do it 5 minutes. You know, with her. Take her hand, like, you know, the pencil, you hold it like this, and you, like, exercise with her. 5 minutes, it's okay, but you do it, like, every day. And if they're going to do it at school as well, or she's going to therapy as well, she's going to learn. She has potential. She's going to learn, but you have to learn with her. Yeah.
Anderson can explain to you how he teaches his skill to toilet.
So in among one clear and we show that. The main one is not going to toilet. Venus. Và một lần này như có tiền chăm tiền đó mùi vòng A to Z, from 1 to 100. Ako ingen tienwogik choton tienis bakotar. Problem with communication sometimes. Communicating to Kuna ga komwa bang ko ro we communication kapos ke communicating kina we no lot communication because magona attention. So and then how to get a guy connect ke all money thing log alak chali is why important especially the parents mungale Asian tukun chome I'm here also as a parent from Jaden and this is a real story about toilet. Until he was 5, I think. He's now 6 or 4. Come on, make it voice. The next day, he was able to do toilet. Our diapers by looking. So I'm going to he bought it. He wants it practical. So you need to do you need to do it practically. Use music.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can use a song only for that. Every time that you have to go to the toilet with her, just start singing the same song every day. You know, we are going to the toilet. But you have to show her as well the toilet, because she has to visualize it as well. You know, she has to see. Because sometimes they don't understand.
Using the party. Yeah? Even the songs that are party something, the songs in the on YouTube and others, it didn't work. He was able to see. Then when we bought it, he could identify that this is what I've been seeing. But he was very scared to sit on the toilet. One day I saw something that could help baby sit comfortably. He said it online. Online. Of course, he was when he first time Aliona, when the first time she saw that, okay, so I can actually sit and not fall. Then the next day he could sit. Then after that, the practical session came, and then he was able to pick it by himself. So practice, real what you know, so I think I think that is that one. Any other? I mean, maybe, is that clear, Venus? Yeah. I think yours is doing very well. If she can sing and say. So his taking him to the toilet, he can go, and then now she's saying that when we help him undress, put down the shirt to the trouser, then he now refuses completely. He cannot do it. So, So he shows the signs that he wants to go to the toilet to pee, but then helping him put down the trousers, then completely he leaves it even to the next day. So maybe.
In that case, unaweza kama ni wewe unampeleka, inaweza kuwa kuna vile anaona ni jambo rahisi. Unaweza tafuta kama ni msichana ama kama ni kijana, unaweza tafuta mwenye wako almost same age, lika mdogo pia.
So I think Eric is right. Sorry to cut you short because my boy. So we are answering that question based on experience. So I realized my boy, because he's young and he sleeps with the ladies, unfortunately, he doesn't sleep by himself. So I realized the way he was going to the toilet, he was using the ladies' version of doing this.
Yeah.
Pee.
Yes.
So until it was me, that is when he changed. So maybe what Eric is saying is that maybe he can target the men and boys so that and then so that he can see. Hey, who is?
Excuse me. You know, our son is 15 years.
Lakini ndio tunasema if you are the one, then maybe he doesn't see it. Because learning is hard. So you go, yes.
I think the main issue is he doesn't know what is going to happen next. He doesn't know it. Even you have to explain him, like, I'm going to do this first. You have to talk to him, Or as they suggested, just he has to see another person doing it, because he will understand. And he has to do the whole process, even like putting the underwears down, he has to see it in another person. And then like trying together with your, husband or I don't know, but he has to see it. He doesn't do it because he don't know what is going to happen next. He has no plan. Yes, can you translate? Yeah. I don't know if she was able to.
I think she had. She says she wants to do it practically.
Yes, he has to see it. And then try it every day. You have to try it. Otherwise it's going to remain like this. It's not going to change.
Like you get in every time.
Yeah.
Okay, from the experience that I've seen, ile wacha niongee na Kiswahili na kusigisi kila mtu anaelewa. Timing kwa hapo very important. Any your condition iko imwani ability ile kama chawoto ile. Kila mtu akiamka asubuhi goes to the toilet. Si ndio? So there is a time every time it many that size na mwaula pekole ama watu ile. So the following day before mwauna ingo reglongete or unamwambia go reglongete inaenda so what happened? Now that forcing now will make the child anabaki na nyogor, yes. So go force ni gora. So gine mi go tingen time ile tamu go ya pupu at this time because more is for le so go komo le pupu. For the following day, he mucha ichen somebody go lay get the toilet before the time go mo. It go only a few minutes for some go mo ni la koto go mo. Iyo koto mo. Jari do that for among habits are learned. Kilo ni habits with time. But for almost a week, kozo so that every time go try not on kwendi. I think you try that. Plus what Eric said, ichenge shitone kama rika yake, kwa jaribu nani kwa toilet.
Wakati ndabendi si lazima waingie toilet ndani because bado kuna that fear. Lokhe tinye autism kora ko wana fear space, an enclosed area. So mucho baba. Yeah, so yeah, that's the other problem. So ginemi, because they can do it on open air with the colleague, with the octoid or anybody in the age mates. Yeah, because forcing them again to an enclosed environment, koko no that fear.
Yes, kau ini mesti orang dia cerita ni mesti tu magi kan. Ini cerita kan. Baru bila anda semua ya. Asante.
Kita kan nak buat di orang kemarin ini yang dia kiri lagu aku responded to the call. Mara ile kai mana ada udah. The shouting itself, it puts him off kabisa. Inaenda kabisa. Ako for 3 days ni mo. So meant to be a good thing. Siko mage uong hine. The moment tunasema tu ngoja nikutolee trouser. Anaenda hapo. So meant to be a very good thing ile tikingoro ni yani ingolo zigomnye. Alafu isikuwe ni wewe. Tena alafu hiyo kijana ni 15 years adolescent. Na unajua pia mwili tu ina respond. So itenga another boy in the boy in that age. Concerning huyu madam wa nini kushika kalamu, usifanyie mazoezi na kalamu. You look for other things like painting, things which are very enjoyable to them. You look for paints, you give her a brush. Kuna hii paints ya brush inataka kama kalamu. And then you let her draw some things. And then you also give her the crayons. Give her the plain papers, let them do the shading. In that way, anazoea kushika nini? Kushika kalamu. Lakini ukimla
I'm Magdalene. I'm a teacher and a parent with an autistic child. My son is Walter. Walter is 9 years. And I discovered that he was autistic when he was 3 years. Let me say I'm happy to hear that children sometimes have speech. Mine is mute, has no speech, but very intelligent. Like now, he can operate his cell phone. He knows how to go to Google. He can go to WhatsApp and even draw the pattern on the screen. But what has really frustrated me as a parent is the fact that he is unable to first communicate. He's also experiencing seizures. Sometimes we sit the whole night. He has difficulty sleeping. Another thing is that for like now 9 years, we depend on fluid, and he has not been able to eat well. There's only porridge and sukuma wiki, no other food. So I don't know how I can make him eat. I realize that he doesn't chew. So most of the time, what he takes is just ingested almost immediately. And another thing is I realize when somebody comes to my house, I send to that person, and sometimes they push the person outside. I get frustrated, but that is it. I have a problem with toileting again. It has been a problem. For 9 years we are on campus. Very expensive. And one point, I even took him to school, and it's like we don't understand one another. So I just let him stay at home because of campus. So he's unable to school, but he is okay, but the other one no. We have a toilet in the house, but I tried to take him there. He resists. I tried to use the one in the hall. So the first, if we go there, he wants to see what is inside, but not to do it. Another problem that I also have is the changing of clothes. He's used to, when I buy him a new clothes, it's very hard for him to accept. So we always go for the old ones, and even old shoes. So I also suggest that sometimes, no, I want to buy him something, but another problem, he always eats at home. When we go to an hotel, no, I go home, my home, my parents' home, it's uncomfortable. So we have to come back home so that he comes to where he normally sits, his cup. So I don't know, as a professional, as teachers, how can I assist this boy to get used to that ugali? There was a time I told this teacher, okay, let me cook ugali and then let him come eat. But I realized that the teacher now had to understand that it's actually the professionalism where he can be rehabilitated. Because for now, I'm uncomfortable with releasing him to go to school, because I know maybe where we go, whoever is handling might not have the patience to let him take his porridge the way he does it at home. Thank you.
So, about the eating problem is, I suppose you like porridge, it's like the same taste every day and the same consistency of the food. So, we start small. I don't know if you do it with milk or with sugar, just to train his tasting skills, you know. We have to start there, because he's not going like from today, tomorrow he's going to try something new. We have to train his taste, and we start small. We use porridge, but we put something else in it. And I don't know how you cook porridge, but try to every day to integrate something new. And then even if he like put it in the mouth and he tastes it, he will taste and blah blah blah. I don't like it, because it's not going to be the same taste he's used like this 9 years. So try it every day. Don't give up. This is the first thing. And when he's used like to another taste, then you can go to another food as well. And maybe the consistency should be the same. I don't know what is ugali. It's a... okay. So what I want to say is like you try with him step by step. You try porridge, and then you know, and even if he puts it in the mouth, that's really success. You know, just yeah, you did good job. Then you try it again and again, till like he gets used to this new taste. But don't try a lot of things at the same time, because it's not going to work. He's going to be confused. You start with porridge, and then you see what you can integrate in this food as well. And only at home. He has to understand this process happens first at home. and then you can try it in other places, in school, in a restaurant, or at your parents' house. But it has to, this small change has to happen first at home. And then the problem we have with autistic kids is like we call it, and this is very difficult word, generalization. It happens to us in therapy. If we train them to do something, and in therapy it works very well. But if you go outside, if you go at schools and at homes, they're not going to do it. Because they're used to do it in this room, in this setup. So if they do it like in homes or school, that we know we have succeeded. Otherwise, we have not. We have to train them again in schools and other environments. The thing with the toilet is like the same. Does he come to you and say, do some gestures, you know, I need to go to the toilet?
No, because he has no speech.
Okay.
I only get to know that maybe he wants to relieve himself.
Mm-hmm.
Laughing, just laughing and running around. That's when I know. Yes, he wants to relieve himself.
So you catch him in this moment, or even like a few moments before, and you take him to the toilet. The thing is, as I mentioned, sometimes they are afraid and they don't know what is going to come. Just you describe what is going to come, or you show it how it's going to be, you know? And if he has like a special toy or something, buy something new that you can use only for this situation. So if he wants to go to the toilet, you take this special toy, I don't know what he likes, and you use it. You know, we are going to the toilet first, and then you can play with this. But you have to show him the way. You have to explain him through words, or maybe use some pictures, or another person to show him how it's going to be. And at first, he's not going to do it. He's going to maybe not go inside the toilet. But if he's willing to come with you to do it, that's the first step. And then step by step, you build this skill up. Another, I don't know what else. Clothes. You start as well small. Try a new sock, only that, and then you know, start small, and then he's going to cry. Let him cry, and then take it off. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, it doesn't matter. Then try and try and try till he's going to start to understand what's happening. You know, I'm putting some new clothes on. They need time. They need a long time to process things. It doesn't go fast as we wish to. So just try with a sock or try with something small. Leave it on for a couple of minutes and then put it off. It's okay. It's okay. It's going to take time. It's a long process, and I know for you it's a struggle because there are a lot of skills that you have to target or to address with him, you know. But just start with eating, and maybe then like learn with him the other ones. There is no easy way to do this. I'm so sorry to say this to you. There is no easy way to do it. There is no medicine you can take and they will like function normally. There is no easy way to do it. It is a struggle every day. It is a fight every day. And not only for you, for all parents dealing with autistic kids all around the world is the same struggle they are dealing everywhere. But let me tell you this as well. You are doing a good job as well. Don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Because as I said, it's going to be a long ride and you need energy as well. And you need to be well as well. So just try every day a little thing, and it's okay. And sometimes it doesn't go well. Is it okay? It's okay. You are trying. You are doing enough. You are doing enough. Be good to yourselves as well. It's not an easy situation, and it's not going to be easier.
To add something on whatever she had mentioned about again also that there is sensitivity in the texture of the meals that you introduced. Okay, it's not too late, but it's a little bit late. I think if you had introduced different meals when you was around 3 years before it is 9, at least you could have tried, but somehow could have been able to get a taste of different kinds of food. But now at the moment, it could be that there is that texture sensitivity, or again that deals with the viscosity of the food. Now that it's used with taking porridge, you can now start changing the viscosity, uzito wa uji. You get it? You make it slowly by slowly, you start making it thick, pole pole, until a time when it will look like ugali, but soft ones. So you start making that porridge a little bit thick, pole pole, to the extent that it might look like ugali. So you will continue getting used to with the sensitivity in the mouth of the texture. So that way it might help him now again start, actually it's about the brain, start accepting it. Anze kukubali kwamba okay, kumbe inaweza change pole pole, and then ikianza kukua somehow solid, then he can be able to eat anything that is a bit of solid other than porridge. So maybe you try that and see what happens. And whenever he makes an attempt, praise him, even make him feel happy that he has done something very good. So even if you like, you said fruits, matunda, anapenda matunda. Okay, is there a particular food that he likes most? Only porridge.
Yeah, and I think the color of anything white is offensive.
Oh. So what kind of weed do you use? Yeah, weed, eh? That's what he likes as weed. Now that is what you start making kind of ugali out of that color. You make it thick, you test, you make it a little bit thick, then you test to see if it's able to take. Then you continue in changing the thickness, until if you realize it's taking, now you make like a soft ugali kind of out of that same color, then and see what will happen.
Yes, he does, but not the actual brushing. So whenever you do the brush, that's the taste. He swallows the taste of it. But really brushing, and I'll go.
Please kindly address the speech part of it.
Okay, speech is really a long process. You only laughing and crying. As he said, like, sometimes even the way the face looks like, you can be able to detect that group is something. And maybe now we can use maybe picture exchange method of how you can communicate. Maybe you hold a picture of someone eating, then with time you will be able to learn that when I want to eat, you point on a picture of toilet, even in the toilet, and you can have a picture of someone in a toilet so that they continue seeing it, to create a picture in their minds before you even now go for that practical things that we are discussing here. So it's a process on the issue of communication, but you can start small, as we are still saying. Though now again, sometimes starting small, that small we say begin small is a challenge to many of the caregivers. They don't know how small can I start. That is again, that's actually why we have forums now like this to keep trying, giving some skills on how you are able to build that. Otherwise, we may say start small, but I know sometimes. Yes, to what extent now? Yeah.
We have another problem. You talked about conversion. conversions also bring children to what factors when they convert?
They regress completely. So that one you also need to, whenever he tries to convert, connect with the medical doctor so that it does not continue. The moment it occurs, whatever he had developed, regress. You realize that the steps he has made has gone back. Somehow it affects, because conversion is in the brain, it affects the brain again. So how frequent does he convert?
I realize that sugar is a risk challenge. So when he has had maybe some sugar in the porridge, excess sugar, that's when he experiences consumption. But when we monitor now the sugar in the porridge, he's okay during the day. But at night, I also realize that he has some seizures at night. Because I can see the yeah, we are using. He went for an EEG, and then they said he could be having epilepsy. So we have epilepsy.
So on that, I still suggest that you be in contact with your medical doctor. You explain how it always happens. I think you can be able to give a clear instruction on maybe to change the kind of dawa, to increase, or even may know what to do exactly.
Because our son is having the same symptoms. He's 8. He doesn't like chewing. In fact, it's on ketogenic diet because of the conversions. But for him, whenever we have things like roundnuts, things he may like, we chew them perfectly. So I think it's a word of mine. But when it comes to food, in fact, it's possible to open the mouth. So most of the time, if you want to know whether you chew or not, trigger in things which you can hold for himself, like the donuts, the almonds, and all that, so that you can see whether you give them in chew. Or even sugar here, maybe you can say, yeah, so same things. Also for conversions, also mine is under medications, but I can say that that has really worked well. Because he's autistic, he's epileptic, has Down syndrome. So with that combination, it was hard to balance. So I can say that that has really worked to suppress the hyperactivity as well as the conversions. So maybe I think the neurologist can be advised well on how to balance. Because at times they get the medications differently, or the dosage as they grow, the weight, and all that, and all those factors. So the best is to see a doctor on conversions, and on the food, try and see what else you can eat apart from what you normally give them.
So about the medication part, if all goes well about this program, will involve the neurologist and pediatrician in this hospital. Although she will not attend today, but we'll be together in everything we'll plan for the future about these kids. Yeah, I think we'll set up a program for this. And the nutritionists will also involve them in this. So we are planning. After this, I think all parents will have to suggest how you want us to do it. Yes. After the questions.
I think some things you can do without medicine as well. At some steps you need some medicine, like even like a sleeping problem. The fact is, if you don't sleep very good, you are not able to like function the next day. So they are very tired, they cannot process information, they are very fast irritated. So it's okay to use medicine on that, so they can sleep better. It will help them to learn more, to be open to learning. that's okay. I mean, we cannot solve all the problems with therapy or like with the work parents are doing at home or are going to do. We need the assistance of medicine as well. Yes. Any other question? Yes.
Thank you. He's learning at school and he hasn't spoken any word. So I have some three questions, but then others could be on the mentor. One was whether the seizures can lead to epilepsy. Then two, how can hyperactivity be reduced? It's very hyper. You lead him a bit, and you find him on top of trees or in the roof. Very hyper. And I think the one that I was talking about is whether non-verbal child can one time speak. Because when he was young, he used to speak some words, but then all of a sudden he no longer speak them words. He used to say blah blah blah. But nowadays he just mumbles some words. I think he's concerned about the hyperactivity.
In my case, I have a son I can manage it. Mine is 20 years old. So this child, some parents have expressed, I have passed through those stages. I can say I might be a best teacher to a certain level. I realized my child was born on 13 minutes, 2 or 3. I realized at the age of 3 years that he has a problem. So I took him, I took it to an assessment center in Ghana. He was placed at a special school called the Salvation Army near Njoro. It took about 2 years, then it developed conversion. That is when I discontinued. Then I came and started a clinic at Retail on the issue of conversion. Lucky enough, I was lucky to meet a consultant doctor who was visiting Retail on regular time of the month. So I was able to be prescribed some drug, carbamazepine, which assisted my child on to reduce conversion. So my son conversion went away from 209 to 10 when he developed last month. On the issue of school placement, I wish this forum could have been a bit expansive to incorporate stakeholders, even teachers and schools within, because currently we don't have schools specifically for autism children. Here at around, let me not mention the school, because we were placed in an integrated school. Here they have vocational, pre-vocational, and autism. We realized they take attention to children who can learn this. Ours was being placed to play around in the field. It reached an extent where there was an outbreak of measles of one, skin diseases. And the children were affected, so I had to discontinue mine. And the other issue is as far as we as hustlers, we don't have maybe enough income to sponsor our kids, and the school charge high. So it reached an extent where I discontinued mine, because there was a time we were called in that school to attend a parents' meeting. In the preparation, while the administration of the school were preparing to come and address us, one of the senior teachers who was attending in that school were explaining to some of the parents who were outside. Here we have children who are in the site of vocational and pre-vocational. We have who have excelled, so we are referring very soon to certain schools who are advanced facilities. But the issue of autism, that is indefinite. That one touched my mind, and then I concluded, if it is indefinite, how come I'm paying over 20,000 and it is endless, and my child is not being taught how to get a pen and all other things? So I made resolution. Then I decided to take my child home. God blessed me with an opportunity because I told you I don't have a source of income. I was privileged to work in a contract somewhere. The first thing I did was to put a chain link bench to capture my child because initially my child was hyperactive. So the issue I wanted to answer the question of hyperactive. I was told somewhere there is dietary intervention. There's some food we have to restrain your child not to eat. Food with preservatives, like soda, food like bread with yeast. Yes, anything. It makes the brain happy. So with my child, nowadays it's a bit cool, calm. He cannot play, he no longer hyperactive. Initially, he used to injure himself a lot because he can't realize he's endangering himself. So when I did the issue, the brain restraining from getting those food, is now docile. So those are, now I'm in the process of building a modern toilet. So I was impressed by that guy who told me. So I've been trying to design in my mind how will I teach him on training, because currently he's on his head. And the issue of not sleeping. So there's some interest when he's unwell. Because currently I have a challenge. I was intending to consult a nutrition. Because currently the challenge my child is facing is he has a problem with digestion. So recently was discharged at Kaplong hospital. But he has not picked up, he was completely withdrawn. So I still have a challenge on consulting a nutritionist so that he can advise me on how to feed him to pick up again. So I'll give him when I get that question.
So about being very active, that's a symptom of autism, actually. So thank you for sharing. And yes, we can control it sometimes with food. For example, sugar is not very good. They will be more active as usual. So consulting a nutrition, it's a good idea. And if it's not helping, as I said, therapy cannot. Yeah, then you should try some medicine as well. It's not going to help for the whole day, but it's going to make it easier if he's going to school, for example. It's going to make him focus more and get more information, so that will help. And like at home, he would be again hyperactive. But as I said, food is a really good idea, and medicine as well, because this we cannot train it with therapy. Yeah.
Maybe to add on the same note is that hyperactive. If we misunderstand it, we may just conclude that it's very hyper. Maybe it's a culmination of various behavior issues. And these behavior issues develop in the sense that the child is not able to express himself. Like he wants to go to washroom, but he cannot tell you. Sometimes, like we are restraining him, and he cannot express himself, I want to go to the washroom. He can even scream or bang you and everything. You will like a reaction to what he can really not be able to communicate. For the fact that we are not able to understand this child. Sometimes, now it continues like that as several behaviors, and then it becomes like a mannerism. Sometimes we conclude that he's very hyper. Sometimes we feel like, oh, he's very hyperactive. But sometimes if we are able to be going to eat, and I'm speaking this out of experience. There is a child I was saying, then the child was told, don't take this, don't take that. Then the parent was like, what is the child going to eat? And the child got emaciated health-wise. And we warned him, now the child will die again. Because then if disease comes, we'll take advantage. So I always challenge the parents that be your own doctor now when it comes to meals. Give your child food. Consider how is he reacting. Just take like a whole week or 2 weeks. Reduce the amount and see how is he reacting. If you realize that even after withdrawing the food, it's even 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but the child still behaves the same way. It could be that that food is not the one that is really disturbing that child at that level. So try to test yourself the different forms of food and see what kind of food the child takes and is calm, which is this food that the child takes and somehow behaves differently. Then you try now to avoid that. Otherwise, you may avoid food randomly because they have some sugar. You realize that the child also needs some sugars for energy because they are very active again. So, especially processed sugar we can avoid, but we can even use fruits. But sugar we can't avoid it completely. The body needs some sugar. But let's really watch keenly on which food affects them most. Reduce the amount and reduce completely. We realize it's the only cause that is making it very high. I think I don't know if I've been able to answer that.
And I think in this learning process with them, be afraid to try and to see, like with them, to try with them new things, and you try and then you see how he. I said you are the best teacher. Try. So.
Okay, let me answer the hyperactivity. Realize that at least that child has something that he loves doing. For example, playing with the ball. So if your child is hyperactive, you look for something that he loves doing to keep him busy. You give him that ball. I have one whom I usually give her ball. She dribbles the ball for a very long time. So you will that one will keep her busy, and she will not end up eating herself around. You can also buy these stacks. We have these stacks where the children are arranging them, dismantling them, arranging them, building a house, and then dismantle them again. So you just buy them those things. Then you tell them, now can you arrange this? They arrange, Kifika Juu, you go and dismantle, and then you tell her, can you start again? You arrange, Anapanga, Akimaliza, you go and that way to keep him busy and reduce mobility, to reduce injuring himself.
Is it true? You know, like this hyperactivity, when I was in hospital, I was told, don't give food that is gluten-free, casein-free, no dairy products. So I was like, I was told, don't give milk, bread, biscuits, that kind of thing. Is it true that milk can cause hyperactivity?
So maybe I think most of these kids have been told the same. I hear a lot of them being told the same. Milk and some other food. I think it's because of digestion. Their stomach are very sensitive. Like I had a colleague saying that he's experiencing issues with digestion. So it's more of digestive issues. I think most of them like milk. Most of the things that they like tend to be the things that are hard to digest. Sukuma, milk. So it's digestion issues that they are trying to avoid. I have tried myself, what do you call things that have been removed? They're hard to digest things in the milk, lactose. So nowadays there are lactose-free milk, and those are better. I think the things that are connected to hyperactivity are mainly the sugar. Bread. I've tried mine, like Eric was saying. It's very hard to get him away from bread. It's the best thing that he likes in the morning. Give him ugali and sukuma. He goes down kabisa. and then goes to Nyanya's house, which is next, goes to get bread. And when he eats bread, he becomes more hyperactive because of the sugar. Like Eric was saying, it's the processed sugar in processed flour in the bread. So they try to avoid bread because of the sugar. They try to avoid milk because of indigestion. And that is why they told you to go for lactose. No. Gluten-free, which is extremely expensive. I don't know anyone of us who can maintain a child with gluten-free. Those would be the best, I think, for digestion. Because they've removed the wheat, which is one of the things that makes things hard to digest in our bodies. So gluten-free, wheat. So that's what they were telling you because of the digestion issues, to go for gluten. To get gluten-free stores here, you have to go to Eldoret, Nakuru, and Nairobi. And they're 10 times expensive. Like gluten-free flour, they're super expensive. So those are the reasons why they say remove milk, remove non-postings. Yeah. I think Karen, you had a question.
Yes, I have two questions. So when she was doing the presentation, she said that how to correct this, you don't tell them that you don't do this or you don't do this. So I was asking, how do you correct it? Sorry, I'm asking, how do you correct a child, an autistic child, when he or she does a mistake? Because you said that when you tell them that you don't do this, they forget. Because you can't shock at them, you can't beat them, so how do you correct a mistake?
Because they cannot. Mistakes.
Yes, mistakes, yeah. Like, it depends on the behavior you are going to, let's say, shape. Can you give me like an example of this? What do you want to, like, you know, if he's doing something that you want to stop him, what is it?
For instance, most of these children are aggressive.
Yes.
They may beat the rest.
Yes, yes,
So you want to make them understand.
yes. Yes, we practice with these kids like stop. You know, every time that he's going to come and hit you or something, just stop. You stop him, and you say stop. Always, don't do that. Stop. Stop. We train them to not do certain behaviors because it's very dangerous for them. But let me think, like, what can we do, another way to teach them, because I'm not like I don't have an answer for that now, but just let me think. And
Is there a test which can be done to determine whether you are a carrier of autism or something? Because myself, I'm a mom of two.
mhm.
So you know, it's I would like to know if somebody you can do a test or something. Because it will help you make informed decisions whether to expand your family or
Mhm.
not or something.
Yes. Yes, there are some tests. I don't know if they are available in here, but yes, you can test your genetic and the genetic of your husband, and they can see if you're going to, it's like the next child you're going to have, if they are going to have the same problems. We have it. It's very expensive because it's like very new these days. Yes, they are. You just have to see if they are available in Kenya, but they are.
My last question is there a way which can maybe when considering or something, where you can things you can do to avert the possibility of having a child?
No. That's you can. There is no test out there when you can like I think there is a test for Down syndrome. You can do it and they can tell you, you know, if your child is going to have this Down syndrome, and you can just do abortion. But in case of autism, no. It's sometimes like they are, let's say, born normal, and then at the age of 3, because of epileptical, yes, the autism will like appear, because it is on our DNA, like it is inside the body, and through this it's going to like be active. While you are pregnant or conceiving. I'm so sorry.
So my last thing is that I want to encourage my fellow parents. I'm handling two. One is has really improved. Is in school. He can speak a few words. He's saying here for me. And also we have come along. He was so hyper, but nowadays he's really trying their best. So previously he was so hyper. Yeah, people wanted to see. And when I look at a fence. So it's just just see what you can do, engage them. They like being cuddled, they like being engaged, and also expose them. Don't seclude them in the house. Whenever you're going to places, cut them alone. Then I'm done, then there's outside work. So with that, they get to learn. So I can say my child here is really doing well. It's just a normal child. We sit here. You can send him, he can do tasks, and he knows things. He knows Monday you go to school, Saturday you go to church, Sunday we rest and such. So when you include them in your daily activities, they get to know. They behave like a normal child. Yeah, the speech is not so open, but it's really improving. So my second one has more complications. He's 8. He has autism. He has CP. And the conversions, yeah. But I can say we are managed. So you do your best also, and at times you want to give up and you want to say that maybe God has forgotten me, but just do your best. So forgive me, but we get to go. Let us not give up. Thank you.
So let me start by thanking the organizers of this session, this meeting. We thank Dr. Emmanuel, the doctors, and patient therapists, and Kaplong Hospital General for this meeting. My name is Kaplong. The man is here with me. We are working this journey together. So I wanted to share the characteristics I saw with her, but she didn't want to hear me of it. She didn't want to hear the word autism. But of it, I think we've accepted. So let me thank all what you shared today has not only been informative, it has also been it's like a therapy session for myself, the parent. I'm happy to learn from other parents that they are also passing through the same problems. So I'm very happy. I think from now on, I'll be able now to assist my child. I've also learned that the main role is being played by us, the parents. The teachers may not do all that, because they may not understand these children, or they may not have the training. So as the parents now, we have a lot to work. My child shares about 80% of all the characteristics that have been described. When Madam spoke there, just almost all these characteristics. It's also a fellow who spoke here. My child at first was speaking. I think when she was 2, she would utter some words, but nowadays she's just making some sounds. At times she don't know if she's addressing me or it's just by coincidence, but I'm happy. Now, my main question is, there are also parents who have mentioned that their children have convulsions. So I want to know, should we now go for this test? Because I think for our child, we did not accept it. At first, we think that is something that she could not do, she could learn. At times, she could even take her time to pray. I think that these things So, is it possible that, or should we go for this test? Because I've had some 2 or 3 parents say that there is conversion. Should it be related? Because I started recently the therapy session with Madam Bora there, just been assisting my child. So should we go for this test to know if maybe there's a problem, to know if maybe there's some middle conversions? Although she has not shown that, there's not shown any signs. Thank you very much.
Okay, from a medical point of view, not all children with autism will have conversions. Some will have some of the autistic features will be triggered by conversions, but not all of them will have conversions.
Also, there is no need for a test when the child has not shown any fever or any sign of having those.
But there's a test. You can go for a test. It's called EEG. That because there are some conversions that happen without presenting. You know, when a child is conversing, you can the ones that are you can see physically there's twitching. You see the child is twitching, but there are conversions that are also hidden. They are silent. So when an EEG is taken, the radiologist will give you a report whether the child is does have conversions or not.
Maybe there is a physical, like a reflection kind of phase. Sometimes the child, when he's excited, you could even see him go like this. Do not confuse that and say it's a conversion. There is a time when they are very excited. It's their way of enjoying. Yes. So sometimes they may say do like this, and if you're not aware, you think, my child wants to convert. So you have to be very careful with that.
I think when I also had that issue, these conversions sometimes are not pronounced. Like you can see the daughter, the anguka, the pain, they don't say. It can be a twitch, they can do this. And some are pronounced as so as a parent, you also have to begin to check the conversion and do other activities. And then I also realized that infections trigger conversions.
Actually, when a child, it's good to say, when a child, even a normal child with autism, when the fever is high, some children develop conversions because the brain is not able to control the temperature. When the temperature is high, the brain is not able to control, so the child eventually ends up conversing. But with when the fever is controlled, now the child will go back to normal.
Okay.
Sauti.
So I have a 10-year-old boy. I noticed before when he was delayed all the stages. He delayed all the stages. That is when I realized the boy has got a problem. So we could test some facilities that we don't get the right assistance. And this the boy, we engaged the boy to go to something school. And then the process started now for us. Mostly in the morning, who can take a question and answer. And then at one time also at night, we started for us. That is when I realized that the boy had a problem. So we were told because was happening in the future, and that is when we were told the boy has got this problem. The main challenge now, the boy can do, he has no problem with going to the toilet, he can interact with the others, he can play. When the problem is communication, he cannot, because he can say someone, he can say daddy, he can say mom. As a matter was, he cannot. When he wants something, he can hold you, and then he can show you what he or she wants. So he can show you I want this one, I want this. So he can point at challenge with the boy is when he has common on offering, he knows split. He knows split a lot. This is the main challenge. So if you want to know, you can know split. If that honor and that another event, another good and better kabisa. Next week tupatia mkate kama ana anaanza for example anakula a lot of porridge to an extent. Give porridge and anaenda chai. Keep on changing with time. It is not because not like taking porridge every night. So you pick a wakati, relax appetite in a certain, it changes to another. That's another challenge. And the boys are active in the same. Also answer people saying active. And then so we normally keep both. It's a just we going to. So you can play well, you can interact. On Monday and Tuesday, when it is a Monday and we don't get to go to school, he knows it is a Sunday. We get prepared, he goes to church, and then for the next is the last one to go to church. The Sunday school. So those are some of the experiences we have with these children. So I don't know if we can. I think the main challenge is this was being. I don't know.
Very good. Yeah. So maybe I can say something before. We were contemplating having some medical, because maybe amongst these people who are here, specialists, that goes a little bit towards medical. We wanted to have a neurologist. No, is it neurologist? Or neurologist, yeah, and a nutritionist and pediatrician. But today they had something going on in the night, because we anticipated these kind of questions that they will come. I think those are more medical. I don't know if you may not be able.
Can only respond to one, the issue of swallowing. You said that there were nodules, or what were you saying? Vocal cords or vocal cords? And there are nodules. Did they take the test?
That goes to the ENT specialist.
They to take a test, a video kind of thing. Then wamulike ndani. Ndio wange ascertain kama kuna nodules huwa zinamea. Sometimes ina affect communication na swallowing. Kama ziko wakiona zinastahili kutolewa, wanafanyiwa some surgery zinakata. But wakiona ni zenye hazina effect, they will refer you to a speech therapist to try and do the exercise on the vocal cords to like improve on the focus of the sound. Ndio aweze kuongea. Sometimes maybe zikigrow wanaanza kuwa na vile anaongea unasikia ni kama kuna kitu imekwama hapo. So kama bado hakuna issue ya swallowing, vizuri uangalie ENT. From there wakimulika waone what is the problem, that's when they can now refer to the right place. At the same time, hiyo kutoswallow ni kama kunaweza kuwa pia na issue na the tongue. Hapa nyuma ya ulimi kuna venyewe inasonga when you are chewing food, preparing those food. Lazima kuna vile inasonga inafikisha chakula in the right place ndio iweze kuwa sawa. Sasa if it's not active, that's why it keeps on finding the food in the mouth, but it is not moving to the right place in your swallow in the hand. So then you have to take the ENT specialist.
I think I also have a problem swallowing. As you see, it may not be even different because we are not familiar for years. I think even the swallowing is the brain, it's controlled by the brain. So don't worry. I also experienced the same, but it's not always it happens like that. It's like they are struggling. But you see, even swallowing also the brain.
Let me talk about kidogo, let me just interrupt kidogo, because I think it will cover with your children. some children, when you don't use, actually everybody, when you don't use your muscles, yeah, wasted, yeah, that's the term. So disuse, and the side of me, inakuwa weak, mpaka when you want to swallow, the muscle is not able to vuruta chakula iende chini. So exercises, kuna hizo exercises unakuwa ya blow things,